We're back.
And we got thoughts to explore,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
My name's Susie.
And I'm Melly. And let's just jump in.
Yeah, man. Did you know that your body is a bank?
A bank. No.
Okay. Well, our nervous system has a budget.
Okay.
So I feel when we think about all the chronic stress and the constant burnout that we're constantly experiencing, has everything to do with our nervous system having a budget. Let me explain.
Please.
When we are overstimulated,
Mhm.
our bank now has no money. When we start burning out, our bank is now overdrafted. When we're calm and stress free and having a nice chill day, we're adding money to the bank. When we have an even better day, when we're self caring, when we're taking care of ourselves, we're adding even more money.
Making deposits.
We're making deposits, baby. But then the chaos, the drama, life
Yeah.
starts taking money out. And all of a sudden, you get to the point that you're about to overdraft and you haven't even pressed that button that says, please stop my overdrafts. And now you're burnt out.
Damn.
And now you're at negative 75.
I feel that so hard these last couple days. I know that we said that we were going to start, choosing topics and we'll be researching and stuff, but it just when something lines up so perfectly like this, um that analogy just was like, wow.
Yeah.
That it's so true. It's so true. I mean, it's such a you think it's a silly, oh, your nervous system has a budget. But it's true.
So are you
And
telling me you've been burnt out?
yes, but like with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I've gotten into a rhythm with work. I'm okay. My relationships are fine. With the people important to me. But I feel like I've been talking a lot about drawing boundaries with my family and stuff like that. And I just feel like I'm over contributing to a certain boundary and it's depleting me. Like, and
So you're writing out more checks than you got money for.
yes, yes. And it's really bleeding over into other areas. And I think we talk so much about overstimulating and being overstimulated and burnout, but we don't really talk about how we get there.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's important because a lot of us are burnt out. A lot of us are overstimulated, but we don't talk about the lead up to that because
Yeah.
overstimulation doesn't just like happen. You don't wake up one day
Yeah.
and it's just like there's a series of things that are leading up that are happening every day in your day to day that leads you to be like, okay, this is too much, this is too much, this is too much, and then eventually burnout or like
Yeah.
you get
The money is being taken out, baby.
until you just can't anymore.
Until you ain't got no more money left.
And I need to start saving my money.
Yeah, baby. You do.
It's no secret that I have issues with my mom, and I feel like we don't really talk about we brace, we go over,
Tiptoe.
yeah. But it's not great, guys. And just like a small moment of vulnerability with you right now. It's been rough because I feel like I've been trying really hard to
Amend.
amend. And then she does something and it just completely wrecks it all over again. And then I'm depleted again. And then and like I try and make her feelings are my responsibility. And
Nope.
something happened this past week with my birthday and all of that I kind of really needed to set a boundary and I was worried about again her and the guilt and all of that comes with depleting yourself and then making decisions I'm saving my money. I made a decision today. I laid a boundary. Whether she respects it or not, I can't control that.
That's right.
But I'm just so tired. I'm tired. I had a busy day at work, but I am emotionally exhausted.
You are broke.
Yes.
Broke as in the fact that you ain't got no money in the bank because all your energy is now being wasted on things that should not be stressed about.
Yes.
Because We are so grown, and why do we still have problems with our parents?
And
Like, I can sympathize with you so much because I know what it's like, and it's fucking awful. Not to mention, I was there with you on the day that some things
hmm
happened, and I was so pissed off. I was like, "What is happening? Like, this should not
she
be
messaged
happening."
me back. She messaged me today.
Oh
She's
yeah.
been messaging me since that, but I restricted her because again, I was taking back my time,
Hmm.
investing back in myself before I even knew the analogy of what this was.
Yeah.
Before I put the things together. And when I tell you that this podcast has helped me so much, like
Me too.
personally, to be more aware of the things that I'm doing in my life and how I react to them, this was just kismet.
Yeah.
Like take invest in yourself. We spoke about that. We spoke about that last
We're
season.
always speaking about that.
And we're gonna really focus on that this season, I think.
Yeah.
Like the wellness aspect of yourself and taking back for you. And I think that's why we wanted to open with this for the new season.
Yeah.
Um, that your nervous system
Has a budget.
is a budget.
Yeah, man. I think we're constantly passing our boundaries to the point where we are over overstimulated, overburnt. Um, we're depleting our banks, aka our energies, our fucking soul.
What depletes your bank?
What depletes my bank?
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be big. Because little things could be depleting you too. Those
A
$2
bunch of things. I
surcharges.
feel like a bunch of things deplete my money, but um, not taking care of myself. I feel like that's one of the biggest things. I feel like the when I'm not able to take a second to myself and
Mhm.
like do something that makes me feel good, like reading my book or
Mhm.
journaling or going out to the gym or just having a moment to myself, everything starts like spiraling a little bit. Like everything starts piling up because now I have absolutely no time. I'm with the kids 24/7. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
it's an overstimulation overload that gets me to a point where I don't handle it. I don't handle it anymore. I feel like that's what depletes me, having no time to myself, having to take care of everything, making sure that everything is well and done. And yeah.
And what does that feel like in your body? How does that register? What is going on with your body when you're overstimulated, when you're done, when you've gotten finally to that point where you're like enough is enough. You're overstimulated now.
Yeah,
What
I'm
does that feel
angry.
like?
I'm angry. Yeah, it not only feels like, but it is. It turns into explosives.
Mm,
Like I start screaming, I'll start, you know, I need a moment,
yeah,
because yeah,
because you've been pushed too far.
exactly. My buttons are being pushed on a daily basis, and, and you know what? Also, constant clutter, constant disaster in the house, and
Mhm,
it's almost impossible to take care of because of the two kids.
mhm.
But I feel like it's mess after mess after mess after mess. I'll clean, there's another mess. I'll clean, there's another mess. I'm
Mm,
trying really hard to not
yeah.
like to not
So
fucking
it's building
burst
and
out.
building.
But yeah, that also depletes me. The fact that sometimes I'll look around and there's just so much to do.
Mm,
But that's the same thing. If I don't have a moment to myself because there's so much to do, I start losing it. And I start getting burnt out and the money keeps getting taken out. And can you help me with this? And can you do this? And blah blah blah. Let's
Sudi
do
over here, big
this.
spender.
For real though. Big spending all my energies that I do not have, that I need to reload, that I need to take a moment and pause and talk to myself and ask myself, what do you need, Sudi?
What do you need, guys? What do you need?
What about
Pay
you?
attention to
What
yourself.
depletes you besides mother issues?
I mean, I just feel like the normal things,
Hmm.
work, and but there's not much. I've done a really good job of cleaning up my circle.
Yeah.
There's not much outside of like normal life things and work things that deplete me, to be fair. But instead of registering as anger for me, it registers as pain because
Mhm.
I've got fibromyalgia and that affects the nerve system. And I've been reading a little more. My sister is a nurse, and she brought this to my attention, like to really look into it, the whole science of fibromyalgia
Mhm.
and how your nerves are registering overstimulation as like fight or flight and pain, and
Yeah.
how to it's a learned thing. Like it's not to say that it doesn't happen. Fibromyalgia completely exists. I am crippled by it on days,
Yeah.
but I do notice the correlation of being stressed out and stuff and then having a flare up,
Mm,
and I just feel like I can't win for losing when that
I get
happens.
it.
So I don't get angry. I just
You kind of
physically
freeze in
pain.
pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I physically pain.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I feel it. I feel a fibro flare up. I can literally hear it happening like right now. Like
Mhm.
looking back at a couple of other past flare ups, the small ones, not the bigger ones, because sometimes it's like triggered by cold or
Yeah.
other normal triggers.
Mhm.
But I can think back now on some times where I've just gotten into a very large argument or something like that, and I can literally
Feel the
feel
stress
the stress and
creating the
pain in my
yeah.
body. And it's like emotional overload. My nerves go
Mm. Mhm.
and then I just can't. There's no emotion. I'm in pain.
Yeah.
That's what that registers for.
I feel that. That is awful. Sorry you have to go
Yes.
through that.
Chronic pain taught me that I cannot ignore capacity.
When you are at your
Yeah,
capacity, you must walk away.
you have to. For yourself. Again, thinking about sometimes we just put everyone else ahead of ourselves, and
Mhm.
you just got to stop. You can't do that.
You
And I'm
need to take
talking to you
time
in
to
a
yourself.
serious I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself because that's also something that I struggle with still. And I think you too.
Yep.
She's
Clearly.
further ahead than I am with the people pleasing bit, you know? I feel like Sudi sometimes is goals, but like, dude,
Sometimes.
I know we both human.
Yep, that's right.
This is the human experience. That's what exploring thoughts is. Exploring thoughts on the human experience and just trying to survive.
No, but it's true. I feel like it's time for
Yes. The Reddit story.
so we're taking a Reddit story break, intertwine, because I really like Reddit. I think it's really cool. And
Yes.
I like hearing people's stories. And we're trying to find a story that we can find out there that can relate to the things that we're talking about today.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere, first of all.
It's not just us.
It's not just us and it's not just you.
Ding, ding,
Anyways,
ding.
so this Reddit story was from Ortia Fimbriata.
I can't say
Yeah, sorry if I'm blundering it. Anyways, it says, I thought I was a bitch, but I was just overstimulated.
that. Bruh.
All right.
Already accurate.
Accurate as fuck. Hey all, this is a new breakthrough for me, and I wanted to share it here. Background: I'm 29 and was just diagnosed this past January. I have some unrelated trauma stuff from growing up around a lot of drinking and dysfunction. I'm visiting my mom. We're close now. And yesterday was one of the first times I got profoundly overstimulated
Mm.
and could put a name to it. I was overwhelmed at several points throughout the day, and in the evening was in a loud group of people my mom's age who were drinking while I was sober. So, quite triggering. And I felt so much the way that I did as a teenager, unreasonably aggravated, swinging between wanting to escape and wanting to lash out, but doing neither, and absolutely ready to blow up at every small thing my mom said and
Oof.
every time she touched me. The thing is, I earnestly believe when I was a kid that I was just a cruel, cold person in an effed up family. I intellectualized my pet peeves so that I felt like they were other people's issues, and I saw myself recoiling from mom's hugs as a sign that I was just a broken person rejecting good things.
Mm.
I thought I was angry all the time because I was just too self absorbed to move past my trauma.
Wow.
And the funniest part to me is that when I was first looking into ADHD and ASD, I thought I didn't have sensory sensitivities because I'm pretty novelty, seeking with food and only a little picky with things like clothing tags. It turns out I was just spending a lot of time in a sensory hellscape of noise and hard to avoid
Jesus.
human touch. That's all. I just wanted to share my little breakthrough and hopefully a dose of self forgiveness.
Well, snaps to you
Snaps to you. I'm sorry that this is what it took for you
to understand
to
or to know.
understand your trigger
Yeah.
and start putting a boundary to it.
I feel like that is really commonly like mislabeled
Mm.
as like a character flaw almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people don't or are not gonna go get tested or know, and sometimes you're not even, you just overstimulated, and that's
Sometimes you're just a fucking
natural.
normal human that goes through life,
Exactly.
and life fucking sucks
And
sometimes.
so you don't know you're being overstimulated. You don't have a name for it. You don't know what it is. You just know what you feel when you feel it, and you lash out. And there's a reason for that. And I'm really sorry to anyone who's dealing with that.
Yeah,
Because feeling like you're the problem constantly is not
it's
fun.
exhausting.
Yeah, and another way to deplete your bank.
Yeah. I wanted to read a comment from here. It says, I relate to this so much. When I started getting cranky or mean, I learned how to stop and question if I was the problem. I would be a jerk to people who didn't deserve it because our environment was setting me off. I genuinely thought that I was just a massive asshole, which, yeah, I was sometimes. But now it's much more under control. I think that happens all the time too. Like we start thinking, just like you said, we're the
Mhm.
problem, we're the fucking asshole, we're the bitch. But it turns out that we're just overstimulated,
Mhm.
stressed the fuck out, probably
Nervous
malnourished.
system is
Your
depleted.
nervous system is broke. You're done.
Yeah.
You are tired. You need to go take care of yourself. I feel like sometimes it's because we're assholes. Okay?
Mhm.
Sometimes it could be. But most of the time, it's because we're just tired assholes. You need to go take a nap. You
Mm.
need to go take care of your fucking nails. I don't know, your
Yep.
hair, take a shower, fucking go work out, eat better. There's so many things that cause us to be assholes that have nothing to do with us being assholes and everything to do with the environment and the triggers that are
Yeah.
being constantly put on us that sometimes we don't even realize.
The cost of not having language for limits,
Hmm.
for not understanding
Understanding.
that, you know.
Yes.
That's a big one, I think,
Yeah.
because we a lot of us don't know. We don't know how to conceptualize. Therapy is expensive. If you're not out
Yep.
here reading books or watching YouTube videos or something to come across, or a Reddit post where you can be like, "Holy shit, that's the name for it."
I relate to that.
I understand that. How
Yeah.
can I say what language do I need to learn? What vocabulary do I need to imply in my life now to start putting money in the bank?
Which is wonderful that you say this because I feel like this is a perfect segment into our science bit of this.
Okay,
I would love if you could pull it up and then you
let's
can
get
help me read it
nerdy.
because it would be nice for you guys to also have words and to understand the science part of what's happening,
Yeah.
of our window of tolerance and what
Oof.
it means and what you can understand from it.
Where you at, Sudie?
I'm right there, man.
Oh,
That's me. She can't find me. I'm
I
right there.
found her. She right there.
I'm right there.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
You
We
want to
gotta
just
go
read it
back.
from here?
Oh, yeah.
No, there
Which one am I reading?
we
The
go. This
window.
one.
Okay. The window of tolerance explained. The window of tolerance is the optimal zone of nervous system arousal in which a person can function effectively, think clearly, manage emotions, and engage with the world. In this state, the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, the gas pedal responsible for fight or flight, and the parasympathetic nervous system, the PNS, which is the brake responsible for rest and digest, work in balance. This one?
Yeah. So the limit and the eruption,
The limit and the eruption, which is dysregulation.
which is when you're broke.
Yep. When a person experiences stress or an intense event that exceeds their capacity to cope, they move outside their window of tolerance into a state of dysregulation. And this can manifest in two ways. Hyperarousal, which is the eruption, which is fight or flight. This is a state of overreaction of the sympathetic nervous system. When the brain's emotional center perceives danger, it triggers a cascade of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, preparing the body to fight or flee. This can result in eruption of anger, rage, anxiety, panic, and hypervigilance as the more rational thinking part of the brain goes offline. And that's what Sudi said happens to her.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just reading it also.
She's like, wait a second.
Hyperarousal, which is the shutdown slash freeze. If a person cannot fight or flee, or the stress is prolonged or intense, the nervous system may go into a state of shutdown associated with PNS. This can lead to feelings of numbness, lethargy, depression, disassociation, or a mental breakdown. I feel like that's where I fall on both
Mhm.
sides of that,
Yeah.
for sure. Aside from the pain,
Yeah.
shutdown, immediate.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So these are the words for you. You have a window of tolerance, and you have a limit and an
and
eruption. That is called dysregulation. You are broke. Your budget is now under. You are negative because you are erupting. Your window of tolerance has now went from this to this to this.
Yeah.
And now you feel like shit.
And it says here each person's window of tolerance is unique and is shaped by a variety of factors. And the three factors listed here are life experiences, chronic stress, and coping mechanisms. And that's I feel like everything we spoke about a little bit earlier in the episode.
Not to mention, I feel like that's what we're doing here. We're trying to work on our coping mechanisms. What can we do when we're completely burnt out? What can we do to help us? We need to detach. We need to breathe. We need to walk away. We need to make boundaries.
Yeah.
We need to regulate. When we're in constant dysregulation, we need to step back and see what we need. What do you need?
Start listening to yourself, because you will tell yourself what you
Not to
need.
mention, start talking to yourself.
Yeah.
You can't listen if you're not talking.
True.
And you have to be talking honestly. Tell yourself straight up, listen, you were a bitch today. What happened? Do you need something?
Mm-hmm.
What can we work on to make our day-to-day less stressful?
What are you lacking?
What are you lacking?
What are you feeling too much of?
What do you need right now that you can achieve?
I think also, again, being kinder to yourself too, understanding that this is normal. There's nothing necessarily wrong with you in a way that, like, oh, there's something wrong with me. I can't fix this.
No.
It's more like, okay, there's something going on here. What can I do to change it? Instead of, like, what's wrong with me? And then just berating yourself after. I think we need to replace the shame with compassion and
I agree.
try to, I guess, notice your capacity sooner.
Yeah.
You know, like if you talk to yourself, you're listening to yourself will tell you, self, we're getting
We're about to blow
dangerously
up.
close to the line. You got 50 cents in and it look like you trying to
It's
buy
about
Uber
overdraft.
Eats.
It's about overdrafts.
You know how that should be. And we do it. We do it. If we do it with our money, of course we're going to do it with ourselves because it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to overdraft.
It is. It's easy to
easy
overload.
to
To not
take
step
on
out. Yeah.
the amount it takes to get to overstimulation. There are several opportunities for a check-in with yourself before you get to the point of
Yeah.
you know. Exactly. And I know that a lot of it sometimes, like, overstimulation is not just something that's happening inside of you, it's happening around you.
Yeah.
I know that it's not just stress and shit that overstimulates me. Loud noises. If
Hmm.
I'm trying to, if you're speaking to me at this level and the music is like just
At
right
this
here,
level.
if the music or you are slightly just higher than each other, I am being overstimulated. My nervous system is going to explode. And I know it because I get, and I try and hold it. And sometimes I realize this. I realize this because we talked about this.
Uh-huh.
And I started trying to kind of measure moments of overstimulation for myself. And I let it happen. I let it happen until I'm like,
Turn that shit
yeah.
off.
Like, can you turn down the volume, please? And I'm so like, and then that moment of, if I had just acknowledged that that bothered me and been like, hey, can we turn that? I can't hear
Yeah.
you. So much of that conversation to me now is missed because I was focused on being overstimulated.
Yeah.
Where if I had just interrupted them just a second, like, hey, can we turn this down because I can't hear you? Or can we go somewhere quiet?
Yeah.
And listen to myself because my body is telling me to run. It's such a simple thing. It's like really like I
Yeah. Okay. And I also understand that as mothers, we can't just go
turn
up to our
off your
kid and be like,
child.
can you turn off? Can you lower yourself a little bit? What does that say?
I don't know. We're still recording, but I don't know what that said.
Okay. Um, I guess we're gonna
You're
wrap up.
entirely too calm for me right now.
We're gonna wrap up. Let me see how long we got. Okay, we're good. Okay. Anyway, so
As a mom, please.
as the mom, damn, ADHD got me good. What was I saying? As a mom, I understand that you can't turn off your kids. So something that I'm going to start incorporated because I have, but it's not as consistent as I should because we all understand that it needs to be consistent as fuck. On a daily basis, you need to be like rewiring your brain. So the way I'm trying to rewire my brain with the kids, when I'm about to,
Ah!
mom, I go into, yes, what do you need? And they look at me like I'm crazy, but it really does help.
Beautiful.
And
That
I've
was.
seen it on multiple like psychologist things and parenting
Mhm.
stuff. And I'm like, okay, shut the
She
fuck
gonna
up.
try
No, but I tried it
it.
and it was great and it works sometimes. And not to mention I sing all the time.
Mhm.
Not to mention. But when I'm angry or when I'm getting that
Oh my god. I can't. Hi.
it's 3 days later.
It's 3 days later, as you can see by our clothes and our hair and literally everything. We are not on the same day as recording
No,
day.
we had multiple malfunctions.
Yeah, we had several, uh, but we kept on. We're here. We're recording. This is why we switched to Fridays to give ourselves more time to fix these things before they get to you. And I think that about wraps that up. So we can
Yes.
finish and move on with the episode.
So your nervous system has a budget.
Yes.
Take care of yourself. Put
Yes.
yourself first. Boundaries are important because you don't want to end up broke, aka no energy, no sustainability.
And I think you were talking about as a mom and, your kids or not being able to tell your kids to hush up and all of that. Like,
Yeah, I was talking about how well you just heard it, but we have not.
we haven't.
I was talking about singing and how to keep that under control and keep my level of uh
Sanity.
level of sanity under control with my singing and finding ways, productive ways to help me
I think that's a
stay calm.
neat little trick.
Yeah, I also
I would
noticed
use
that.
it if I had kids. I don't. It doesn't work on cats.
It doesn't. The cat will look at you like the fuck.
Why is I sing at my cats all the time. They deal with that.
That's funny.
So, I think since we've spoken about our experiences now, how we get there, what it looks like, what I think the question now is what do our lives look like if we do start listening to ourselves, if we do start hearing those moments before the combustion. What does that look? What does that look like for Susie?
What would it look like if I understood my triggers so well that I never blew up or never got overly stimulated to the point where I'm screaming and yelling?
Hmm.
It would look like peace. There's absolutely no way you guys don't hear that. But anyways, there's workers upstairs. Ignore that. Um, it would look like peace, and it would look like growth because I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there to the point where I'm not overstimulated all the time and overstimulated about the stupidest things that I would consider
Yeah.
stupid that are just like those triggers that I have yet to like overcome. Um, I feel like my life would look like so much more growth because I would be doing so much. I feel like there's a lot of me that gets stopped, let's
Hmm.
say, because of my overstimulation, because I ran out and I don't have any more energy. I feel like I could be a better mother. I feel like I could be a better wife, a better friend, a better person altogether if I put myself first all the time and not just when I remember.
Yeah, it's like when they tell you, on the plane to put the mask on yourself before you do anything. It's because how are you going to be able to help anybody if you're not helping yourself first? You
I
have to.
absolutely love that. I love that little example that, and it's so true because they literally say that. Well, they say help the children and kids first when they're next to
No,
you. They don't.
you're supposed to put it on yourself first.
Oh. Oh,
Because
and then you
yeah, and
assist
then
the
you assist
children
the
and the
children because
elderly.
if you're like you can't
You're
put it.
right.
They'll survive those
Shit.
few seconds it takes for you to put your mask on, so that way you can make sure that their masks are on and their masks are on properly.
Y'all hear that? You matter the most.
Yes,
Even when you're a mom. I matter the most. Say it with me.
you
I matter.
matter the most.
Say it with me.
you oh
Say it with me.
I
I
matter
matter
the
the most.
most.
That was beautiful. I hope you guys said it with me, and I hope you guys weren't stuck like her. You are the most important in your life.
Yes,
You need to believe that. It's 2026 now.
I'm getting there.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's right.
I think I think that if I listened to myself more, if I checked in with myself more to prevent I don't like who I am when I'm overstimulated.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us do. It's, like even example that girl, she thought she was just a bitch.
Yeah, she wasn't. She was just
And she wasn't. She was
overstimulated.
just overstimulated.
She
I
had a lot
don't
of
I don't
triggers.
like that person. So it's like if I don't have to be that person. If I just listen to myself
Yeah.
more, understand. And so I feel like be I'm happy, but I feel like I could be happier getting the most out of life.
That's right.
And that's what I want. So I'm gonna start listening to myself more because I don't. It's hard. It's part of the human experience.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about that a lot on this
Yeah.
podcast, the human experience. It's crazy, it's wild, it's horrible, but it's also wonderful and a crazy thing that we get to experience.
Yeah.
And to get the most out of that, we have to start listening to ourselves. We have to start really understanding that budget that our nervous system has so that way we can have better lives.
I 100% agree.
Blah, blah,
I feel like we are here to grow, which means we are in a constant cycle of growth. And that also means mistakes and failures and a little bit of overstimulation and triggers and trauma and chaos. But god damn it, isn't it cool?
blah. Yeah.
Like, isn't it awesome to think I'm always growing? I can always be better. I can always put up another boundary. I can always put myself first
I
because there's
think,
too many times that we don't.
yeah, and that can be like a motivational thing also. Like, there's a better version of you out there.
Oh, I love
Like, you just have to get there. That's, I think, the best or the most to me, prolific way of looking at it. And the what motivates me is that if I'm starting to like the person who I am now, I can only imagine how much I'm gonna like the person that I become later if
I
I
love
continue.
that.
Meow.
I love that so much for real. Because I really love the person I've become. I really love the person I've become, and I can't wait to meet the person I'm becoming.
Yes.
And then once I meet that person, she won't be able to wait until she can meet the
Hmm.
next
And it
version of
just
that
keeps
person.
going.
That's fucking exciting.
Yes.
You guys, we really can find things about life that are exhilarating and exciting and that are looked at as such mundane shit. Taking care of yourself, putting out boundaries, listening, like such things that you're like, oh, but is that it? Is that it to life? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. But that's the point.
That means you can focus on everything else. There's no crazy, like,
Yeah, it means that you can go from this side of the street to this side of the street to this side of the street because you're going on a journey and you can pick which side you want to go. You can look that way and be like, that's not the road I want. You can go that way and be like, oh, that's actually kind of like the road I want. And then you can stop halfway and you say, nah, I actually kind of want to go this way. And you get higher and you get higher. And then sometimes you fall down and then you get lower. Then you can go right back up. It's exciting. Because, yes, depression is always with us. Meaning there will be times where we ain't going to want to do shit. And
yo,
we're not going to put no boundaries up. And we out here going to be crying, boo-hoo, crying about ourselves because we got stuck there. But that doesn't mean we can't get back out. And that doesn't mean that tomorrow won't shine. And if it do, then goddamn it, we should have had a better yesterday. So
mm.
that means have a good today.
Ooh, I got chills. They're
And like,
multiplying.
I'm in
In control.
control.
This bitch. I think that when we do eventually get to those future selves, we're gonna have fat banks though. Our nervous systems are gonna be dollar bills, y'all. What is she doing? Oh, I think I know what this is.
Every time you take care of yourself, you're putting a $10 bill inside your bank.
Ching.
Every time that
Bro.
some mother, I know, every time that some motherfucker gets on your nerves and you don't put that boundary up, those $10 get taken out.
Take on.
Okay?
Take
Now, to
on.
put that money back, you put that boundary up and you take that moment for yourself and you put that money back in. There's nothing in there. It's empty. Now there's not, though. Now there's $10. All right?
That was beautiful.
I know it was. But for real, keep this money.
Always invest in yourself. I think that's what
I
she's
love
trying to say.
that. Listen, it's been 3 days. Okay? We've been trying to finish this damn episode.
Yes,
I'm so
but
happy for it. But yeah,
I think that it was a wonderful first episode. I think it was nice to be back.
so happy to be back. Get ready
Um,
for 2026, baby.
yeah, it's gonna be a great season.
And let us know how you guys like our new setup. As you
Yeah.
can see, we have our logo again in our background. It's almost like we kind of went back
Yeah,
in
it's like
time.
it's a callback. If you guys have been with us for a while, like since the beginning, then this feels familiar to
Yeah.
you. We've been at a table facing you guys before. We've had our logo behind us before. We've done, research and conversations like this before.
Yeah.
But I think that Susie and I are in different places now. Listen, you can live so much in a day, let alone a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
How long we've been doing this now? Because we took a break for a while.
Yeah.
But we're back and we've got some exciting stuff coming up for you guys.
That's right.
We're very much looking forward to what this season brings, and we just want to say thank you for tuning in and listening.
And for always watching. And we love you guys and we appreciate you guys. And of course, like always, Make sure to like and subscribe. Hit that follow button, baby. I want to hear comments. I want to see likes. I want to see emails.
She
Email
wants
at us
the
at
emails.
exploring thoughts with 2 S's at gmail.com. And like always, our socials are underscore exploring thoughts underscore. It's been a beautiful time,
Yes.
and we love you guys. And like always, remember to stay
Real.
weird. No,
Stay you.
what?
Stay weird. Stay real. Stay you.
Damn, why did I get that? That sounds so weird.
Guys.
And
can you
remember,
just
I do it again. And remember,
stay weird.
Stay
Stay
you.
real.
oh
Stay
my
you.
god, what the fuck?
Guys, I don't know. It's body snatchers. That's not Sudi.
Am I
Pow,
a
pow.
lizard?
Lizard.
I'm the lizard people.
Stop.
I'm not actually me.
This is like bonus content now.
Stay
Anyways.
real. Stay weird.
Stay you.
baby.
Bye, guys.